Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, November 16th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I empower my inner harmony. This astro. Chances are you're feeling it already. Chances are you are feeling this Sun and Mars congregation coming together. Technically, the Sun and Mars do not reach their peak conjunction until late Friday night. But you're going to be feeling it. They are at the same degree. They're at 24 degrees in Scorpio, which is super reactive. And, you know, it's interesting because Mars can be quite emotional. Mars can be quick to euphoria. Mars can be quick to passion. Mars can be quick to frustration and anger. Mars feels very Latin to me as I am saying this, like a very passionate Latin character. As I have been watching Dancing with the Stars, Bruno, if you watch that, is very Mars in this case. It's just, whew. Mars in Scorpio. Enlightened, with a spotlight on it from the sun, is very emotional, very reactive. And it's interesting because since this is such an emotional connection that's happening, I feel like it's very influenced by the moon. So the moon in Capricorn, which might be a little bit more refined in a lot of ways, but it's bringing up the issues. It's the issues within our tissues. It's bringing up issues in structure. It's bringing up issues with rules. It's bringing up issues around control. It's bringing up issues, this is already there because Scorpio, but this just adds to it. Like some power, like who gets to hold the power kind of things. And it's just bubbling up to the surface within you, within others. My cards are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. We've got intensity. We've got the isolation, which might be what you feel like doing. Like just go hide and then cry about it. Let's be fair, that is me sometimes. The fighting card and the comparison card. And then we have the receptivity card with all of it. It's like, receive it. These are the lessons. Now, what in this astro just really kind of just ping, pushes it over the edge? It's just a light ping that's pushing it over the edge. We have Lilith at 29 Leo, and that Lilith energy is playing with Pluto. Again, those power issues, the issues with the structures that be, the governments. Oh my gosh, how all of these things are unfolding. And Lilith is like, this is not how my soul wants it. This is not how my soul signed up to play. And that's the key. And there's the receptivity. And there's the coming back to the inner harmony. To know how your soul came to play. To know what aligns with you and what does not align with you. And that's part of that Jupiter yod that we're still feeling today with Venus and Mercury still feeding into this energy. Jupiter's like, what is important to you? Are you aligning with that, or are you playing the game? And if you're playing the game, you are going to feel those feelings bubbling up within you, because I don't think any of us who are connected to our soul are enjoying that game so much. You know, the societal game. Blah. So this energy is bringing all of this stuff up to find some level of alchemy that we can practice, that we can play with in this energy. The moon is making all of the dominant connections today, including a square to Venus. So, the conditioning feels less than harmonious. We feel less than receptive to this energy. But part of what Capricorn reminds us is we all have this level of soul authority that we are being called to step into. What do you feel? Oh, I feel my shoulders go back. What do you feel when you step into that soul authority? It's another level. That is the energy we're being called to in this, despite these challenges. Now, it's also interesting, speaking of conditioning, I'm not sure if Lilith, because I didn't follow the trail of breadcrumbs through the rest of the day, is going to pop back into Virgo at this quite yet. I'm feeling like Lilith is going to, because that feels like the energy. Opposing Saturn, pulling on these cords of destiny, playing a little song with them. It's like a harp. Recognizing where we acquiesced, recognizing where we pushed against, and learning to recognize where we're being called in this dance, in this time, here and now, to play with these energies, to release the conditioning, to follow our soul blueprint. What is that calling? Because I feel like I've swung that pendulum, right? I have been in the pushback and I've been like, okay, and I'll accept it. Neither really feels like my soul calling at this time. Mine might be different than yours, and that's okay. But recognizing what is this soul calling in this, and working with that magic in moving forward with this. That being said, oh my gosh, one of my most favorite songs was playing right before this. I haven't heard this song in so long. This is How We Walk on the Moon. And the line is like, every step is moving me up. Every step we're taking in this is moving us up. Every step we're taking in this is helping us align in this energy. Do you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself in this? And I think that's what recognizing your shadow allows us to do, because when we're acting from subconscious, when we're acting from shadow, we may not necessarily trust ourselves, but when we make that conscious, you can trust yourself moving forward, that you're not undoing. You're doing the dance perfectly. So keep noticing those shadows in and through this. Notice where those control and power and authority issues are coming up. When you feel like you're ready to react, ask, wait, is this me? Or is this my shadow who wants to start throwing elbows, throwing punches? Because usually it is not actually me who wants to throw those punches, right? Stay grounded. Breathe. By this weekend, Mars and the Sun are going to start parting ways, and we're on to the next lesson. So, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. Namaste.